Hi everyone, so here's Windows 11 preview running on my Dell 710, 71040, 71050 computer. Um, the chip is the Intel i5 3450, which is not supported, but as I'm in the developers channel, Windows is allowing some people in the developers channel to actually run Windows 11 with minimal requirements. This computer's got the Uefi enabled. It's got secure boot enabled. It's running Windows in Uefi mode. Hence the reason why this computer can run Windows 11. However, the processor is not supported because of 4th generation i5, and Windows really should be, according to Microsoft, Windows requirements are for 8th generation Core i processors and AMD 7th and 8th generation processors. However, in the dev channel, you can run with minimal requirements. This computer is running exactly the same as when it was running Windows 10. I've got no loss of performance. I've been running it for nearly a day. Nothing has crashed. It's as stable as Windows 10 21H I was running previously. This computer's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's got TPM module. I'm not sure if it's version 2 or version 1.2. However, it runs. I've got a laptop, a Lenovo Idea 14-inch, and that has TPM2, that has secure boot, but the processor in that one is an A6 9225, and Windows, when you run the check, it says you can't run, this computer cannot run Windows 11. However, again, if this computer I'm using now, which is a Dell Inspiron computer with the i5, if this could run Windows 11, surely my Lenovo laptop should be able to run Windows 11 because it's got higher specs than this one, apart from the A6 AMD chip. I mean, the AMD chip runs reasonably well using Windows 10. So yeah, I'm going to run this in developers mode for now and see whether Microsoft at the end of this couple of months allow me to run Windows 11 when the final version comes out, because in the dev channel it says that computers that don't meet the minimum specification, meaning this chip, this processor is not on the list, might have to do a clean install back to Windows 10, and because it will be then treated as a new computer and won't be allowed to upgrade to Windows 11. So even though this computer runs Windows 11 flawlessly, everything comes up as normal, internet, calendar, store, and there's a file that I've edited. It's all instant. There's no slowdowns. I mean, for Core i5 4th generation, this computer runs on a SSD, a 240 gigabyte SSD with a second drive, and has had no problems running Windows 10 for over 3 years. And now Windows 11 specification says this computer processor cannot run Windows 11. However, installing the preview, This computer runs Windows 11. So I've just opened that side. I've opened the notifications, which is slightly different. The start bar is in the center. Yeah, I like the start bar where it is. I'm using, just get back to the desktop. So that's the new Windows, one of the new Windows 11 desktops. I can't really show my folders. This is running on the Dell 24-inch monitor, brand new Dell 24-inch monitor. I've got a USB hub. I've got amp for the speakers. I've got a KVM, 4-port KVM, because I'm running two servers. I'm running two servers at the present, which are off at the minute. But yeah, so Windows 11 runs on unsupported hardware as long as Microsoft allows you to, try the previews to check to see if there be any problems on slower processors. And so far, I can't see any problem. This computer is running as fast as when it was running Windows 10. So this hope for you guys out there. So you need to go into your BIOS and check to see if you're running in MBR legacy mode or Uefi. If you're in Uefi, if you're in legacy mode, you have to go into the command prompt and you have to type in MBR2 GPT /convert/ allow full now, and then wait for the computer to convert your file system to GPT, and then you have to reboot. If you reboot and you haven't got secure boot in your boot menu, or you haven't got Uefi, your computer is not going to start again. So you've had it really. You've got to switch back to legacy and reinstall Windows. So you need to check first that you validate whether your computer's file system could be converted from MBR mode to GPT. If this is possible, once you go into command prompt and type in MBR2 GPT /validate, then that would tell you if your system could be converted. And as soon as the conversion is done, you have to shut down Windows from the recovery screen. Not normally, you have to go into settings, then you have to go into recovery, then you have to go into troubleshoot, and then you have to go into the command prompt, and then you would see you're then allowed to exit Windows and log back in. Before you log back in, you have to hit F2 if it's a Dell computer, F11 or F10 if it's an HP, Dell, delete if it's a home-built computer that has a TPM. So you have to go into the BIOS, enable TPM first of all. You have to enable secure boot, and you have to enable Uefi, the Uefi, and also virtualization, because you also, if the computer cannot run virtualization, which is going to be needed for the Android apps, you won't be able to run Windows either. So there's quite a few things. Even your hard drive space, if you've got less than 64 gigabytes left on your hard drive, you're not going to be able to install Windows preview. You're not going to be able to install Windows 11 when it comes out in October or early 2022, whenever Microsoft releases it properly. At present, they'll let you run the preview if you meet the requirements, which is TPM 1.2 or TPM 2. They'll let you run it if you've got secure boot enabled in your BIOS, and you must also have the system converted to Uefi. You cannot run MBR legacy mode and run Windows 11. It's not going to even boot. It's not going to boot with a 32-bit computer either, so it has to be a 64-bit Windows. It has to be either Windows 10 Pro, or it has to be Windows 10 Home. Because most people won't have enterprise versions of Windows 10 anyway. So yeah, the tools to convert from MBR to Uefi is in Windows 10 already. You just know where to look, so Google it. Google convert MBR to Uefi. And then you have to make sure you enable the requirement TPM 2. You have to be able to have secure boot enabled, and you have to disable legacy mode and turn on Uefi. Once these are done, then you'll be able to run Windows 11. It takes less than half an hour on an i5 to install, so it's not going to take very long. About half an hour on i5, very slow on a laptop with an A6 or something like that. But anything with an A5, A7, Xeon processor, it's going to work. My Dell workstation has 6-core Xeon. It has TPM and it has Uefi, but it's not supported because there's no setting to enable secure boot. So that computer is actually much faster than the one I'm running Windows 11 on, but because of it hasn't got a setting for secure boot, which was never enabled on workstations because they're have encryption in the chip, TPM on the chip. Didn't need the TPM on the motherboard, and also didn't need secure boot to be installed because it's got the Uefi, which you could boot into and run Windows as well. I think the secure boot is actually automatic on the Dell workstation, so you can enable it. Windows can't see that the secure boot enabled, so it says this computer cannot run Windows 11. So my Dell workstation that's got a 6-core CPU, 12 threads, AMD workstation, graphic cards, 1 terabyte hard drive plus a 500 gigabyte, fit 1.5 terabytes, and it cannot run Windows 11. So this is the honest computer out of 3 computers in the house that I'm able to run Windows 11 on. So folks, that's what you have to do to run Windows 11. I'm going to try it out for the next 2 or 3 months. Microsoft tells me what I've got to do, either go back to Windows 10 or whether I carry on and install the full version of Windows 11 as a free upgrade. So there is, so you know, keep subscribing to my channel, and I'll keep you informed. Thanks for watching. Bye.